places you don't talk about at parties. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Keep this frequency clear.
And now it's conspiracy. See, they've made that something that should not be even entertained for a minute, that powerful people might get together and have a plan. Doesn't happen. You're a kook. You're a conspiracy buff.
You're watching The Truth is Viral, the only news program on the internet trusted to deliver the truth since 2008. And now, here's your host, Mr. Bobby Powell.
A couple of weeks ago, I stood in front of the county council here in Michigan and told them that they need to prepare for what's about to happen in this country. Normally, unscheduled speakers are given 3 minutes to talk, but I spoke for at least twice that long before I was finally shut down for going too long. I think I may have stunned them just a little bit. 1 minute they're talking about the benefits of steaming garbage before it's hauled off to the landfill. And the next minute, some guy gets up and tells them to prepare for the end of the world as they know it. I'm not quite sure what they thought about that. But since I didn't get to finish, and since I'm sending this episode to each and every one of them, something that I would suggest that you do in your own county, I'm going to, as they say in the halls of Congress, revise and extend my remarks to include everything. I don't even need the script for this because I've lived it. I've watched every move coming out of the Middle East and I know it by heart. Okay, we've had al-Qaeda and Muslim Brotherhood take over in Tunisia, in Egypt, in Libya. And as soon as they were done in Libya, the same al-Qaeda scumbags that the CIA turned loose on Muammar Gaddafi got on a plane, an entire battalion of them, 600 in the first wave, and flew to Turkey, a NATO country. And from Turkey, they launched attacks on Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's forces. Now, the Free Syrian Army is a largely secular, it was a largely secular dissident movement, truly disaffected Syrian officers and enlisted personnel that defected from the Syrian army and were fighting against Bashar al-Assad in a true revolution. But in come these Wahhabis, these jihadists, the al-Qaeda scumbags that the CIA has been training and supplying with arms and even air support all throughout this fake Arab Spring. It's not about bringing democracy to the Middle East. It's about installing Muslim Brotherhood governments. In every single Arab Spring country, a Muslim Brotherhood government has sprung up. Syria is next, and Jordan is on the list after that. And the latest word is that we've already got troops in Jordan. So they're expecting to welcome the al-Qaeda terrorists with welcome arms once they depose Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. But it's not going to be that simple, because last year Bashar al-Assad said that if foreign troops intervened in the civil war in Syria, that he would launch chemical weapons against Israel. Okay, in just the last week or so, we've seen artillery exchanges between Syria and Turkey across the border, because the al-Qaeda terrorists have bases in Turkey. So yeah, of course they're going to be shelled. But now that Turkey's been attacked, they get to invoke Article 5 of the NATO Charter. Now NATO is obliged to defend Turkey. And that's ramping up. Okay, now, as I said, Bashar al-Assad said if there was going to be any foreign intervention, which there has been, he was going to target Israel with chemical weapons. And in recent weeks, he's been having his chemical weapons battalions out testing their equipment. The scary thing is, on the other side of the equation, you've got the Free Syrian Army, which, as I said, when it began, was largely secular in nature, but is now infested, and I mean infested, with al-Qaeda terrorists, being sponsored by the CIA and the Gulf Cooperation Council and NATO. It's insane. We're supposed to be killing these people, but they're getting our support. Okay, now, according to news reports, they have also seized some of Syria's chemical weapons, and they have also promised that if it looks like they're going to lose, they're going to attack Israel. Just like Saddam Hussein did in Desert Storm, to take the heat off of himself. Both factions in the Syrian civil war say that if it looks like they're going to lose, they're going to attack Israel. Somewhere in the Arab mind, this makes sense. Doesn't make any sense to me, but that's what they've said that they're going to do, and I believe them. And you've also got the looming war with Iran, and that's going to kick off any time. If it doesn't kick off by the election, I'll be amazed if it takes 6 weeks or 6 months from the time after the election for it to go. I'm literally expecting it to start any time. So because it doesn't make any difference whether it starts as a result of a chemical weapons attack from Syria. It doesn't make any difference if it starts because Israel and or the United States attack Iran, because Iran and Syria have a mutual defense pact. So once hostilities begin with Israel in any way, we're going to see a lot of bloodshed. And don't think that because there's an ocean between us that the Iranians can't hurt us. Down in Venezuela, they're real buddy-buddy with Hugo Chavez. The Iranian, the Iranian Guard, the IRGC, has Scuds stationed in Venezuela. They've been practicing launching Scuds from container ships in the Caspian Sea. Do you see where I'm going with this? It gets worse. Now, experts have said that North Korea's nuclear tests fizzled. Other experts say that they didn't fizzle because they weren't meant to be the massive nuclear explosion that everybody has come to expect. The experts that I've been talking to have said that the North Koreans were actually testing a super EMP weapon.
They're going to get to Gulf of Mexico with ballistic missiles, and they can launch one at a moment's notice, and they wouldn't care about the repercussion.
Okay, so we already know that North Korea hates us. We know that Iran hates us. So what's going to happen? Okay, this is the way I've pieced it together. North Korea gives Iran 2 or 3 of these super EMP weapons to put on top of Scuds on both coasts of the United States and then down south in Venezuela. Now, they don't need accurate targeting data in order to attack this country with an electromagnetic pulse weapon. All they need to do is launch it in the atmosphere, get it up to about 200 to 250 miles above the United States. Boom, little white flash in the sky, and every single microchip in the country fries. No more internet, no telephones, no more deliveries to the grocery stores. You can't pump gas. Even if you can siphon gas out of the wells, the storage tanks, your car won't run. No car made after 1985 is going to run because they've all got computer chips in them. There will be no medicines coming in. Now do you see where I'm going? Now do you see why this is such a threat? I have some fascinating guests coming up on The Truth is Viral in the next few weeks to talk about all this, including former CIA agent Reza Khalili. Dr. Chuck Missler, and a return visit from Pastor Carl Gallups. So make sure that you spread The Truth is Viral on Twitter, on Facebook, whatever forums you visit, post it in there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and visit bobpowell.blogspot.com, and you'll notice that I'm not selling anything. Not selling a doggone thing. Just giving you the truth. Everything I published is free for you to watch. It's free to everyone. The show depends entirely on your generosity, and every cent that I get is donated to the production costs of the show. After all, can't take it with you, now can you? So thank you for watching The Truth is Viral. My name is Bob Powell. I'll see you again soon. Until then, as always, God bless. Semper Fi. Hoorah.
Thank you for watching The Truth is Viral with your host, Bobby Powell. Make sure to follow The Apocalypse on Twitter at The Truth is Viral. Like The Truth is Viral on Facebook, and if you can, please remember to donate to the cause via PayPal at www.bobpowell.blogspot.com.
Back runner,